My phone is currently on charge, but I know I need to get this video done. So I'm basically the only one who thinks like how I do, and that's not me trying to brag or anything. But I want to record this as raw as I can, just to get my general message out there. So there's no editing, no nothing. I am just gonna speak, and I'm hoping just one person is gonna see this and comment and just understand, because I've kind of had an understanding that the people that I look around, the people who I know, no one is like me. Everyone is like, just go and get a job. And I'm like, nah, there's more to life than this. And I constantly remind myself about that every single day. I'm like, there's no one I can go to for help. Sure, I've got like a nice little community on my like out there accounts from like on X. I've got a lovely community out there. A few people on YouTube comment back on like my shorts and stuff like that. And there are people like that. You know, I've had people that I've called on Instagram and stuff like that. There are people like me. But in person, I know no one. And everyone's telling me, get a fucking job, stop doing that, always look out for a job. And I'm like, I don't need the money right now. I'm fine. I'm monetized on one of my other accounts, which is about football. I'm monetized on that, I'm getting money. And I've got an eye condition, so it makes it hard for me to work anyway if I did want to work at a job. That's why I've got, I'll be honest, I've never said this out there in public, but I've got PIP, which is basically personal independence, which is basically the government giving me money. It hasn't kicked in yet. I applied for it a couple months ago, but that's two incomes at the moment. And I'm just doing this because I know that I don't want to be working for a boss for the next like 40 to 60 years. And I'm not successful in any terms, as I just said. But I know what kind of stuff it takes. I know that I need to be consistent every single day. I know I kind of have to suffer. And I don't mean it like I have to go through pain. But like, I have to be working on the days that I don't want to. On the days that's boring, the days that I don't feel motivated, the days that I don't think that I'm good enough. I have to do it anyway. Because if you look at the successful people, you can notice a good pattern. And that's them actually putting in the work when they don't want to. They have to do this for decades. They had to do it for years. And I'm like, well, fuck it. If I want to become successful like them, I'm going to have to do the same thing. You know? So, it's all about me understanding who to take advice from and who not to take advice from. The only people that I take advice from are people that are thinking the same way as me, who are like in the same stage as me, who are people who are 3 or 4 years ahead of me, or people who have actually achieved the goals. That's the only people that I'm listening to. Because if you haven't done the thing that I want to achieve, or if you aren't even trying, then why should I listen to you? People get pissed off at me saying like, oh, like I've made a few videos saying, why don't you listen to your parents? Like, that's shit. I'm like, just because they're my parents, I'm not entitled to listen to them about information. None of my parents have ever run a business. None of them have. My dad was self-employed for a bit, but that wasn't his own like business. Like, none of them have done anything that I would love to achieve in the future. Parents are good for other things. Many people are. But just like for the stuff that I want to do in the future, I'm not listening to them. I know what to listen out for. I know what not to listen to. And if I'm going to listen to people that haven't achieved the thing that I want to achieve, it's just going to slow me down or even put me off track. So there's no point. So like, it's just kind of hard. It's just like you talking to yourself every single day. You're the only person believing in yourself. You're the only one who is like, I can do this. I can do this. That's the hard part. Just seeing through the discomfort. Because the thing is, no one's going to believe in you until you've made it. Everyone's going to be right about you being a failure until you make it. And I've kind of like accepted that. I'm like, yeah, my dad's correct about me, you know, not getting a job. He's correct that, you know, I might not be doing the right things. He's correct that I'm not making no money at the moment. But boy, just you wait until another 20, 30 years. Just you wait. Because like the thing that I've said to myself constantly is like, I will win if you give me a long enough time horizon. I will fucking win. And this isn't me trying to motivate myself. It's just like, I'm going to be alive. Touch wood. I'm going to be alive for like the next... I'm going to be like alive for like the next 80 years or something. Hopefully, if I don't get hit by a car or anything. So it's like, why not just fully fucking go for it? I spent 80 years of my life just going for my goals. Because the last thing I want is regret. That's what I constantly remind myself every single day. Like, if I don't take action now, if I don't go for it now because I'm scared about what people think, I'm going to have regret in the future. And I swear to God, the worst thing that you can see, like I witnessed this with my own granddad, who's unfortunately passed away from dementia. He had regret in his eyes. He had regret in his eyes, and it was painful for me to see it. It was really, really painful. And that's the last thing I want. It's just have regret. The amount of people that I've heard who are like very old, who are like, I wish I started that band, or I wish I asked that girl out, or I wish I started that business. It's like, well, fucking do it. Like, this isn't me talking to them, but like, I'm talking to myself, like, fucking do it. Like, if they've witnessed regret, what makes you think you're going to be different? If you don't take the actions, you're going to have regret. And that's where I remind myself every single day. You know, I've got a choice in life. I either live like the next five plus years of, you know, bit of discomfort and really go for my goals and work every single day, or I fall into my comfort zone, don't take any action, but then regret it later on in life. And I know exactly what I'll pick. I'll pick the suffering now, 100%. So now I can enjoy the freedom later on in life. So I don't know what this video was really about. It's just me just kind of like just saying that I'm okay to be alone for the stage. I know I'm going to be alone for the foundation, the stand stage, but I just want someone else to see this and just understand that they're not alone. And, you know, all of us are dealing with struggles at the moment, whether it may be personal eye conditions or conditions, whatever it may be. But that doesn't take anything away from our success. The thing that I always tell myself is the struggles that you've had in the past is all it's doing is building up a stronger story for you to tell your future children or yourself when you do eventually make it. It's just every single setback. You can either see it as a bad thing or a good thing. You can either see it as a better story to tell yourself, like, I slayed that dragon, or that could be the reason why you quit. You've got choices in life. Just make sure you pick the right fucking choice.